The demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before the demon.
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
Aren't these the old...
They had told me you were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know, it's actually the opposite. I'm afraid of what you are.
I'm brutally honest. She didn't mention that part.
I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens. But I won't let someone else turn on my friends. No matter how scared I am.
Good. Keep your bow close. To other shores.
Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
Places between.
The spirits are returning.
And thriving again. Good for them.
What does spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Neither of you strike me as the bloodthirsty sort.
Our shared enemies deserve our worst.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord butchered Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
The gods care about taking Treviso?
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information. Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the Crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
Butcher Dothrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
Helping the Crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our Crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus may not trust you at first, because you're Kunari.
The occupation makes it difficult to appreciate the difference between regular Kunari and the Antam.
Greetings, Rook. I am Air, one who provides training for Antivan Crows.
You're not a crow yourself?
Not as such, but we are frequently at their service. That answer suits them, as it should suit you.
Keep a grip.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
A fine evening, is it not, my friends?
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
So many things you could buy. How do you choose?
Excellent taste.
Banjovantam stopped me on my way to...
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was
We've got on Tom.
Let's finish! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left. Got them! Good work, Rook.
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin. They... Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I spotted something on the walls. Earlier, I mean.
Let's go look.
A crow mark. Perfectly thrown.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
Wow. Even during an occupation, the market is still pretty busy.
I meant to pick up more spices. Another time.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, Lucanus, but how did the Venatori stick you with spite?
They fed me something.
Here's another crow mark.
What were we talking about? They fed me something. Like he was a parasite in uncooked meat.
You know, I've spent lots of time around demons, but I've never heard of them being used that way.
Zara.
This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Comic.
Comic? That stuff gives you nightmares. Chips at your mind.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antom brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Back on the ground soon. Don't look down. Almost there.
Targets.
Take him out, quick!
End it now.
Finish them off!
Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
Finish them now!
They're at range.
I command you to ignore whispers. I command you to ignore traitors.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
Obey or be caged like the comic master. Be your role. Be on top.
Watch ahead.
You cannot forbid the crows. Snipers!
One run.
outsider. Time to test my gift. I am will made flesh. So much flesh. Finally, find the butcher denied and come to me. Prove my word.
I'm here on behalf of the crows, poisoner.
Poison. You face the gift of the god.
Say the word. Of course.
Good to go.
Strength. I'll give. Butcher more.
How is he even talking? He's completely blinded. We'll ask questions after it's dead. Keep at it! We can't let this thing out.
Ready to go.
We rise. We ring.
It's done. The Karmic Master's dead.
Thank goodness. Hate those things.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Carmack. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Veilguard need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not. I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
You're responsible for the city?
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
We have other enemies too. The gods are involved, corrupting some Antam, making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them? One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
We're allies. Of course I'll help.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
So, are you getting used to your new abilities?
I'll be getting used to them forever.
Fair enough. We can't be sure you're even mortal anymore.
What? I was just exaggerating. What do you mean I might not be mortal? Nev? Nev!
You ever thought?
Hang on.
You cannot help but flinch whenever I use my skills. You think, this time he's definitely gone full demon.
It's not personal.
If you're watching me in battle, you leave yourself open to our actual enemies.
Fight again, people. Again and again, people.
On your right. I'm there.
End it now!
How are they this strong?
Nice one. Time to finish this. Get out of there.
Understood.
Move, move!
Smite the heretics!
That is certain!
Watch your back!
They're at range.
Done.
Watch yourself!
Get out of there. Get clear. On the job. Get clear.
That one!
Where are you from?
You cannot help but flinch whenever I use my skills. You think, this time he's definitely gone full demon.
It's not personal.
If you're watching me in battle, you leave yourself open to our actual enemies.
The power of the demon-possessed assassin should make up for how twitchy everyone else gets, right?
Places between. deeper currents.
Trouble scouted. Wind rugged.
Ending now. Take this shot!
Dagger to the face.
The deeper currents. Onward, dweller.
That one, that one.
Minrathous, the heart of Tevinter. Somehow the beat of it always pulls me back. Steady pulse of secrets, corruption, you name it. Trust no one. Expect the worst. And you might just get by.
Do the Shadow Dragons know we're here?
Nev Gallus! You only turn up when you want news. Or you've got some.
Tarquin. You look... well.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Sounds like a story.
Just living ungifted in a world made for mages.
Rook, meet the Viper.
It's good to meet you. Both of you.
And you.
So why the meeting? Is this about your work with Varric?
Something terrible got loosed when we disrupted Solus's ritual. A pair of elven gods.
Gods?
They blighted a village in Arlethan, Demeter's Crossing.
There are venatory whispers about that place. Now we know why.
What's been happening in the city?
Underground sacrifices, dangerous relics flooding the black market. The cults gathering power.
So are the gods. Can't be a coincidence.
The Venatori want one thing. If an ancient power promised them control of Tevinter...
They'd sign the deal in blood. We were tracking a set of red lyrium relics before you got here. Smuggled in recently.
They enhance blood magic and can summon demons far too easily. We destroyed one and tore another off a slaver.
We think the third's right here in Docktown.
Docktown's my home. If it's got problems and I'm here, I can track this faster than anyone in the city.
Hold on. I'm happy to help.
It's fine. I can catch up with you.
We don't know where the gods are or what they're doing. We're here for help. It's fair I give some in return.
The relics don't play nice with the Veil, and they resonate with each other. We destroyed the lyrium in the last one we found, but it should still track the third.
Give it to me. I'll get it done.
We'll keep eyes on the Venatori. If there's a tie to these elven gods, we'll find it.
Ready for a tour of Docktown? Stick with me.
The relic the Viper gave us responds to the missing one.
And it is. It should pick up places where the missing relic disrupted the Veil. Find a trail of those and we'll get somewhere.
So you live in Docktown?
My whole life. Unless I'm away on a case. Or crashing in the Fade.
I heard the Archon's palace shot at you, which is bad. And now we're chasing this relic, which is also bad.
This is why I never get sleep. Aha! The relic's pulling toward the Temple of Andraste.
The demons, they...
What happened? It's locked down, sir. Keep it under control. Yes, sir.
Locked. We need another way in.
Right. On it.
Ooh, are we breaking into a chantry?
The courtyard's public ground, and we can't lose the trail.